Ah, Louisiana. Beauty, open spaces, and lots of wonderful people. There are certainly lots of places in the Bayou State that are really nice. In fact, most of the South is jealous of some of the best places Louisiana has to offer. While lots of places in Louisiana are truly fabulous, there's a large number of places here that kind of suck. The worst parts of Louisiana. You know when you see them. They're the parts of Louisiana you don't want to go, if you can help it. The goal today is to highlight the places in Louisiana that are the worst of them all. How do we do it? Well, we measured the things most bad places have. You know, where people are broke or crime is sky high. We even measured the public school education levels. Let's get started.
Shall we begin?
Our first stop on our unfavorable journey through Louisiana starts in Ponchatula, about 45 minutes east of Baton Rouge. When you look at the data, Ponchatula has some issues. Crime is in the top 10%, schools get the 6th least funding, and income levels and jobless rates are in the wrong category. However, we have to mention that Ponchatula is home to the totally awesome annual Strawberry Festival every year. About halfway between New Iberia and Morgan City along Route 90 is the city of Franklin, a small city in St. Mary Parish. Crime is the 14th highest in the state per capita, and income levels are in the bottom 10% as well. However, Franklin's Hanson Memorial High School won the 1952 Louisiana State High School Football Championship. Go Tigers! Where's the 8th worst place to live in the entire state of Louisiana? The people in Mansfield won't be too happy to hear it, but it's you. Why? Lots of reasons. This small city in DeSoto Parish ranks 3rd for poverty, 3rd worst for things to do, and has the 6th highest crime rate in the state. In fact, it sounds like if you don't lock something up at night here, it'll be gone by morning. However, despite the nothing to do factor, we have to mention that Mansfield has a red box rental machine in town, where you can check out all the latest movies. Way out along I-20 near the Mississippi state line is the Madison Parish seat of Kula. You know when you get there and you see car up on blocks. There's a reason 15% of the population has left town. The unemployment rate is the 2nd highest in the entire state at more than 8%. Plus, just about everyone in this little town lives in poverty. If you went to the intersection of I-55 and I-12, you'd come to the city of Hammond, and you'd be scared. Hammond has the 2nd highest crime rate in the state of Louisiana. In fact, if you lived here for a year, there's about a 1 in 8 chance you'd be robbed. Yikes. Other factors? School spending is the 6th lowest in the state, and income levels are in the bottom 15%. However, since the meth use in Tangipahoa Parish is so high, you could probably make some extra money on the weekends. Just be sure to make some for your friends in Lake Charles. They're always ready to buy. We built this city, and now it sucks. Welcome to Plat, the 5th worst place to live in the entire state. What makes V-Town such a lousy place to live? Well, this Evangeline Parish city has the 10th worst crime in the state, and income levels mean just about everyone is broke. There's a reason that 1 in 6 homes is vacant here. So sure, it's pretty there if you like rural country and backwoods, but as lots of people in Louisiana would attest, there's certainly better places to live here than in Plat. Our next stop on our worst tour of Louisiana brings us to Marksville, a friendly place with some bad numbers. This small city southeast of Alexandria has the 3rd worst weather, the 3rd poorest schools, and frankly, not a lot to do for fun. Marksville actually scored in the bottom 10% in every category we measured. If you drove your beat-up car west of Lafayette along I-10, you'd come to rain. You just might want to keep driving. The frog capital of the world has a fairly low unemployment rate, but that's where the good news ends. The schools here are well underfunded, crime is the 3rd worst in Louisiana, and people here struggle to make ends meet. In some parts of Rain, you could get iced for wearing the wrong hat, so you better play it safe if you want to stay out of trouble. However, on the bright side, the people in Rain make more than the people in Natchitoches, so they can brag about that if they want to. If you asked 100 Louisiana residents, about 98 of them would say that Bogalusa is one of the worst places to live in the state. The numbers here say crime is high and people are broke. Locals say the place smells like paper mills and chemical plants. No wonder 9% of the population's left and there's abandoned homes everywhere. People can't wait to leave Bogalusa. But it can't be that bad here, can it? After all, someone's selling these attractive I Love Bogalusa t-shirts online for $43.99! Holy guacamole! And where's the worst city to live in Louisiana? That would be Bastrop, hands down. This city in Morehouse Parish has high crime, bad schools, lots of drug use, and let's not forget, the heat here is just plain stifling. Sure, lots of Louisiana residents would rather take country over city anytime, but the closing of International Paper Plant meant lots of lost jobs. And for a decent job, you'd have to drive to Monroe, or maybe even Vicksburg, Mississippi back and forth every day for work. Yuck. Lots of places in Louisiana look alike, but you can tell who's from Bastrop though. They're the ones with the 40, a pistol, a beat-up car, and a pit bull. If you don't live in Bastrop or any of the other Louisiana places we mentioned, you don't have it too badly. Congratulations.